Hey guys, so this is going to be a completely different video to what I usually do because I usually do vlogs. However, I thought I need to switch it up, do something else. So I thought, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be talking about, is uni worth going to? There's been a lot of talk about it, and obviously summer's coming up, people are going to be applying. Some people don't know what to do, so hopefully you can come across this video and hopefully it will help you out a bit to make a decision. So I'm going to be talking about literally everything. Money, because not a lot of people talk about money. I literally had to do so much research before coming to uni to find out what a maintenance loan is, how I'm going to afford to come to uni. I'm going to be talking about, I've made a few notes here. So I'm going to be talking about location, things that people worry about going to uni, like friends going out, stuff like that. How you'll spend your money, accommodation, because that was also really confusing. Like there was no straight answer as to like, where am I going to live when I come to uni, you know? And then just like getting to know people, making friends, and how to do all that jazz. So yeah, let's get on with the video and let's stop yapping. Okay, so I'm going to start with the obvious, is why are you looking to go to uni? So is the course you're looking at, is it something you're genuinely interested in? I really don't see a point in you going to uni if it's not something you're interested in. Majority of my class that I'm in now, they don't enjoy the course and they're thinking about dropping out, and that's money. That's costing you money. That's costing you what? Say if you are paying for accommodation and a tuition fee, that is 20 grand. Well, depends on how much you get for maintenance. So basically, yeah, just think about the course you're doing. Look at what the modules are. Look at all the information about the course. Is it genuinely something you're interested in? That is really an obvious one. I think everyone's going to be looking at that, but just thought I'd get it out there. I know a lot of people say the same thing as well. Look about the course, but it is true. Okay, next one is location. So I'm guessing there'll be a lot of locations as to where you can go for uni. I have like, my uni's really small, mine's Met Film, and there's still like 10 locations. So I'm from Birmingham, so I could have gone to Birmingham, but the course I wanted to do was in Manchester or Brighton. So obviously I was choosing between Manchester and Brighton. And yeah, it just depends like if you're a city girl or you're not a city girl and stuff like that. Oh, that's gone really lemony. That's good. So yeah, just think about the location. What is near your campus? What is near your accommodation? You want things to be close to you because you don't really want to bring out your car, because that's, again, more money. Where I am right now is in Manchester and I live quite central. So everything's within like a 5-10 minute walk from me. The Arndale Centre is actually like a 15-20 minute walk. So I really don't need to bring my car down here, even though I miss it so much and nobody starts it at home. You don't really need to bring your car up for the first year, but second year, maybe that's something to think about. Okay, so we're going to move on to things that people worry about. Main things, friends. Whew. A lot of people stress about this. Friends, obviously, I stress about it. Sometimes I have this attitude where I'm like, oh, I don't need to make new friends, but I mean, you kind of have to when you go to uni. I mean, you don't have to if you're an independent, like I'm an independent person, but I do like to make friends. So anyway, it is true, you most likely won't be friends with the people you meet in freshers. It is true. It's just like, yeah, my freshers lasted 2 weeks, and to be fair, I was friends with them for like about 2-3 months, and we just kind of like drifted. But if you're still friends with the people from freshers, that's even better, like, fair play. But yeah, so don't stress about if you're not liking the people who you're with, or you just don't feel like you feel comfortable in that group. Don't worry, you'll probably make a lot more friends along the way. There'll probably be more people on your course that you'll find. Okay, this one's a big one, going out. You don't have to go out, okay? This is something that people really stress about because some people aren't a going out person. Me, I'm quite the same. I'm not a much going out person. I don't really like to club anymore. I like the occasional going to a pub, you know? And yeah, there is a pressure. I'm not gonna lie, there is a pressure to go out, and you will feel it when you come, especially during freshers time. Everyone's going out and you might feel a bit left out if you don't go. But I say just try it out. Don't like it, don't have to go out. And once freshers done, the pressure dies down, trust me. The pressure dies down. You won't feel obliged to go out as much as you did beforehand. So yeah, it's just like, it's just a matter of fact, if you don't want to go out, don't go out. That's that. You might think, oh, that's easier said than done. It's not. Just like, you'll find your rhythm once you get into it. The first few months are quite hectic and might be a bit overwhelming for people. That's why they drop out so soon. But just give it a chance, okay? I've put here, keeping up with the work. My uni is so different to my flatmates' uni. So they go to Metropolitan. I think that's how you say it. They are up all night working. Like, I'll bump into them in the kitchen at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon and they've just woken up. I'm like, girl, how do you do that? Mine's very much like coursework. Well, I say very much, it is coursework. So I feel like I don't have to catch up a lot. But during the first semester I did actually. But I think it just depends on your course and your university. So again, it's researching what your course is like, and yeah. Homesick, this is a really big one. I'm a very independent person, and I was so ready to move out. I was like, yes, get me out. Like, not that home was bad, it was like great, but like I just couldn't wait to move out. And I was just like, I can't wait to live alone, literally can't wait for it. And then like a month hit and I was like, I want to drop out. I want to go home. I miss my family, miss my friends, miss my boyfriend. I was so ready to leave. I was like this close to drop out. I was applying for other jobs, like apprenticeships and stuff like that. Yeah, I didn't think it would be bad, but I got it bad. I feel like there's a stage that you need to get past in this homesickness phase. That came out really weird, but like, I feel like leave it 3-4 months, like just leave it 3-4 months, see how it goes. Like, you might feel so drained and upset, and like you might be so set on going home that you just don't want to think about anything else. But honestly, go home for Christmas, right? Go home for Christmas, talk to your family. My family was very much like, oh, I don't think it's a good idea if you come back. Like, that sounds really bad, but no, they were like, no, you should just stick to it, like, because you've gone now and you might as well just stick to it, you know? And you know what else helps with homesick? Decorating your room. I didn't decorate that much. I bought like cushions and stuff, but I didn't have posters like I do now and stuff, and it makes a huge difference because I don't know, I was kind of just like, I had an empty room when I first was here because I didn't know if I was going to like it or not. It wasn't really that, just I had a very empty room, and then after Christmas I knew I was coming back, so I was like, okay, I'm going to buy a lot more stuff. So I bought like a stand for my perfume, skincare, I bought posters. Posters really help. I'm not a poster kind of person, but posters help, okay? And a lamp help. Well, I've got that little lamp there, but that's rubbish. I bought a separate lamp and that just really gives cozy vibes. Now we're moving on to the fun part, money. I'm going to explain to you what everything means, where you get money from, and how to sort it. Obviously, I am not like your parents or anything. I'm just going off my experience, and I'm giving you tips from my experience. When you go to uni, you apply for a maintenance loan and a tuition fee. We both did that on the government website. The maintenance loan is money that you get, basically, it's money that you get that pays for your rent You might have some left over, you might not, depends what you get. So when you apply, it'll ask you loads of questions regarding like your parents, your home situation, and like who you live with and stuff like that, and then they'll make the decision on how much you get after. I think they get back to you like within a month's time, I think. I can't really remember. So I think, so if you're living at a home, you get up to 8,877. I think, I don't know the minimum. I've put it here at £3,000, but I don't know if that's right. And living away, you can get up to, I think the minimum is £4,000. I think a lot of people that I'm friends with got the minimum, and theirs is sorry, a lot of people I'm friends with got the minimum, and there's like 4,000. The max is, it says 9,000, but then you can apply for an added, like you can, there's a button which says apply for the higher maintenance zone. I don't really know why it says that. So then you can get 10,544, and that's if you live outside of London. If you live in London, I think it's like 13,000. That's the max, by the way. So yeah, you just, that money gets sent to your bank, your personal bank, but it gets sent within 3 installments. And I was so shocked about that when I first got it. I was like, oh yes, I'm gonna get all this money, I'm gonna be loaded. No. No, literally I get paid in 3 installments. My rent is 187 a week, and my rent is also in 3 installments, but I think you could choose to pay it up front, but if you've got the money, of course, but you don't get the maintenance loan up front. So yeah, so I paid installments and my rent just about covers it. And my rent dates don't match up to my maintenance loan dates, so sometimes I have to borrow money off my granddad and then pay him back, which I'm doing within this, the last payment. So it's really frustrating. Tuition fee, sorry, that took me a long time to explain maintenance loan. Tuition fee does not get paid to you, it gets paid straight to the uni, so you don't have to worry about that. I think everyone gets paid the same, like everyone gets paid 9,000. It's gone up by £250, and our uni said it wouldn't affect us because we've already done the first year, but no, it does affect us. So I would suggest saving. I would suggest saving. I literally decided I was coming to uni like 2 months before I moved here, because I didn't know what I was gonna do. I was hoping to get an apprenticeship, but I just didn't get one, so I thought I'll go to uni. A lot of people save though, I've heard that. A lot of people save, and it's worth it to save. So yeah, or get a part-time job, but it's not that easy getting a part-time job from my experience. If you do get a part-time job straight away, I'm jealous of you. I didn't get a job till January when I came back after Christmas, and I already had experience as a retail assistant, and I still wouldn't get anything. I know it's hard to juggle the both, like uni and part-time job, but I'm sure there's some wiggle space between the two. Depends, it's up to you if you want to get a part-time job, but I do think it helps. You need money for the food shop. My food shop comes to £20 a week, and I've kind of mastered my food shop now. And you need money for washing. Most accommodation buildings will have washing machine units, and mine is £3.40 to do a wash. So expensive. And £1.40 to dry your clothes. I hate it. I literally hate it. But there's a tip. I've got a little tip for you guys. If you want to do your washing less, if that makes sense, buy more pants and socks. Because that's what you run out of most, isn't it? So it is a great little tip. Just have or buy more pants and socks, and then you won't have to do your washing as often. So yeah, because that is a big thing that people like don't want to do, is their washing, because of how much it costs. And yeah, but you want to wash your clothes, guys. You want to wash them. So I also would recommend bringing more clothes, because then you don't have to wash it more often, but then again, you'll have more clothes to wash if you did that. So it depends. And then going out, if you're not going out type of person, then you know, you might still want money for like a coffee or like lunch, like a meal deal when you go to uni. It depends on how many days you're at uni. I'm only at uni twice a week, which is like nothing. That's why I needed a part-time job, because I was like, what the frick am I doing for the rest of the days? So yeah, going out, I literally just put £30 a week. That does me. That gets me a meal deal for the 2 days, and that also gets me a few drinks on the weekend. Yeah. Okay, so accommodation, I know I have already explained this a little bit. So accommodation, I was very confused how to look for it. There was something called, yeah, how I found my accommodation was through something called Amber. It was a website called Amber, and they have loads of accommodations on there. You can put in your uni name and it comes up with accommodations closest to it, or you just put the city name in, it comes up with accommodation close to it, and I just found the cheapest one, and that's how I found mine. But most big unis provide accommodation with the uni, so that might be a bit easier. I don't know, I didn't get that option. Another thing people worry about is the second year house. Don't worry about it. Honestly, why do people put so much pressure on having to find a house before Christmas for the second year? I'm staying here in halls for the second year and there's literally no problem. I might even stay the third year, I don't know. But another thing, with houses, they're usually further away, obviously. They're usually further away, so then you end up having to get a bus. I'm not slating people that get houses because, I mean, it sounds like a lot of fun. And I might end up doing it in the third year. However, this is just what I didn't like about it. Like, it was further away. If you're in Manchester, people go to Fallowfield and you have to get a bus. But it is a little bit cheaper. Like, people end up paying like 150 a week over there, bills included. So it is pretty good. It's like, it's very 50-50. It just depends what you want to do. And if you've got like a really good friendship group, I would recommend doing it. Because why not? Manchester, I love it. It's great for nightlife. Better than Birmingham. Sorry, Birmingham. The restaurants are amazing. There's literally like a new restaurant like every couple of months. Get Baked is just open. I really want to go there. They're like massive cakes. Where else have I gone? I Stay and the Tribe, Black Sheep Coffee. Why is there not one in Birmingham? Why is there not one in Birmingham? They're everywhere in Manchester. I don't know if it's a Manchester thing. Probably not. Hold on, let me have a look. Okay, it's from London. That makes a lot of sense. 2013, that was made in 2013. I never even heard of Black Sheep Coffee until I came to Manchester. But there's so many. Joe and the Juice has just come to Arndale. What else is there? There's just a lot. Outside my room, literally outside the window, is Courtyard. That is like student packed pub. If you want something cheap, like cheap cocktails or like cheap vodka and coke, Courtyard is the place to go. And you have the pleasure in MSV listening to the noise. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I didn't want to put too much information in one video because you probably will scroll off. If you want to see more videos like this, if you want me to answer anything else that's important, like, or you've got any more questions, please let me know and I'll do another video on it, because I don't want people just thinking I'm doing vlogs. Like, you know, I want to reach a wider audience. Yeah, I can give you a video on things to buy for uni. I can give you a video on anything. Let me know. Let me know and I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. Thank you for watching. Bye.